Jesus dying and crying out on the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" is taken by many people today as proof that Jesus couldn't possibly be God, because if he really was divine, he should have saved himself and not seemingly cried out for help. But the fact is, he didn't want to save himself. And what Jesus cried out was not a cry for help, but is one of the many proofs that he is indeed God. You see, when Jesus shouted out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" he was quoting the first line of Psalm 22, which was written 1,000 years before Jesus was born. Now, this is how people in ancient times referenced the Psalms, by quoting the first line. It was only much later that we added numbers to the Psalms in order to recognize which psalm we were talking about. So Jesus was saying in his final excruciating moments on the cross, go and read Psalm 22. Read the whole of it and take this as another proof that I am who I say I am. So please do yourself. Go and read Psalm 22. And when you do, you'll see that this is just one of over 300 prophecies fulfilled by Jesus, because in it, you'll see it describes hands and feet being pierced, bones exposed, intense thirst, people mocking and jeering, clothes being divided and gambled over. Psalm 22 describes accurately the crucifixion of Jesus Christ 1,000 years before the event and hundreds of years before crucifixion was even invented as a way of torture and execution. You'll see that Psalm 22, even though it's dripping in anguish and despair, does not end this way. It ends in victory, just as the indescribably painful crucifixion of Christ ended in victory through the resurrection. Psalm 22 ends with the promise of the good news of God being spread around all nations, just as the resurrection 1,000 years later did in reality. It was this, the resurrection, the final proof that Jesus is God, that lit the Christian touch paper, which then exploded around the world and has been lighting up the world with the Christian message of good news for 2,000 years. Thanks for watching.